the whole electric bike industry went through a lot last year. We saw some of the coolest tech and ideas hit the market, and also saw some that completely missed the mark. While some brands blew our minds with innovations we never expected, others had to close up their shop. Now, looking at 2025, things are shaping up to be very different from what we saw in 2024. Big changes are coming, and it's going to be exciting to see how they affect e-bikes and riders everywhere. That's why today, we thought of sharing what we think could be next for this industry, and what might surprise us all. But before we jump into the details, we want to let you know that some of these predictions might feel a bit out of sync with what's happening now. And sure, since these are just guesses, there's always a chance they won't come true. But hey, it's fun to think about what could be, right? So, the first big thing that is coming in 2025 is the stricter safety regulation for e-bikes. As you already know, California is now pushing for safer e-biking more and more, with tighter laws. We've also made up a video on that recently. Those new laws are bringing in fire safety protocols, requiring third-party safety certifications, and tightening the rules for e-bike classes, especially when it comes to hand throttles. Then, there are huge, growing concerns over lithium-ion battery fires. So the governments are stepping up with stricter rules to protect riders and the public. Starting February 2025, e-bikes and devices like e-scooters will need to meet tougher battery safety standards. If they don't, manufacturers and sellers could face fines as high as $825,000. On top of that, the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission is getting involved too. They're looking into new regulations that focus on battery safety at a national level. It's still in the planning stages, but it shows how seriously this issue is being taken. So it's pretty obvious that e-biking in 2025 will be way safer, and we will definitely see some new, tight laws coming in. Another exciting thing coming in 2025 is a big boost in market growth and affordability for e-bikes. According to recent numbers, the e-bike market is on a great rise, and it is expected to jump from $69.73 billion in 2025 to a massive $113.64 billion by 2030. With all this growth, electric bikes are going to become way more accessible and affordable for a lot more people. As sales go up, the prices for batteries, parts, and materials are likely to drop. On top of that, production techniques are getting better and cheaper, which means more cost-effective e-bike models will hit the market. So, if you've been thinking about getting one, 2025 could be the year when e-bikes become much more budget-friendly and widely available compared to 2024. However, we all know, China has been the manufacturing hub for e-bikes for a long time. But this year, we might see a shift towards a more diversified production strategy. This change will happen mainly due to rising tariffs and other uncertainties that have made companies rethink where they produce their bikes. Already, a lot of e-bike manufacturers are starting to look at Thailand and Vietnam. These countries offer lower labor costs, stable production setups, and easier access to global markets without the heavy tariffs that come with manufacturing in China. You might think all these will happen just to save money. Well, actually, it's also about spreading out the production to reduce risks. By moving some of their manufacturing to Southeast Asia, companies can keep things running smoothly without relying too much on one country. Plus, with the rise of local e-bike markets in these areas, it makes sense to produce closer to where the demand is growing. Despite all the upcoming goods and growths, there's some bad news as well. Some of the e-bike brands are also facing tough times these days, and we're seeing some big names hit hard. For instance, Juiced Bikes, once a major player in the e-bike market, recently filed for bankruptcy. The company struggled with debt and the challenges of a tough market, which led to scaling back operations and layoffs. And Juiced isn't alone. Angel, a French e-bike startup, is in financial trouble and is now seeking liquidation. Over in the US, GT Bicycles, a big name in mountain biking, has paused new product releases and is restructuring, including laying off employees. Even Brompton Bicycle in the UK has seen its profits plummet by 99% due to rising competition and market pressures. So, it's clear that the e-bike market is tough right now, and several companies are working hard to stay afloat. With the competition getting fiercer, it'll be interesting to see which brands make it through and how the industry continues to evolve. As cities keep pushing for more sustainable ways to get around, e-bikes will become a bigger part of public transportation. By 2025, getting around will be a lot easier and more connected for everyone. You'll be able to rent an e-bike right from your local transit app and drop it off at stations near bus or subway stops. It's going to make it super easy to get to your train or bus without having to walk a mile or deal with parking. Also, you'll be able to plan your whole trip in one app, combining e-bikes with trains, buses, or car-sharing services. No more switching between apps or tickets, you'll just have one place to handle everything, and it'll be eco-friendly too. Cities will also be adding more infrastructure to support all this, like dedicated bike lanes and secure parking spots. It'll make hopping on an e-bike safer and more convenient, and with more people using e-bikes, we'll see less traffic and cleaner air in our cities. Plus, e-bikes will be a lot cheaper than driving or taking a taxi. No gas, and they're cheaper to maintain, so they're a win for your wallet. In 2025, sustainability will be a major focus in the design and production of e-bikes. Manufacturers will start using more eco-friendly materials like recycled aluminum and biodegradable plastics to help reduce the environmental impact of making e-bikes. This shift will make e-bike production greener and less wasteful. Additionally, factory processes will become more energy efficient, with many companies switching to renewable energy sources and finding ways to reduce waste during production. Some brands may even offer carbon offset programs, where they invest in environmental projects to balance out the carbon emissions from manufacturing. On top of that, there might be recycling options for old e-bike batteries and parts, so riders can help reduce the waste when their bike reaches the end of its life. Overall, the goal will be to make e-bike production more sustainable, which is a win for both the planet and the future of transportation. So, looking ahead to 2025, the e-bike world is in for some exciting changes. With new tech, more affordable options, and a bigger focus on sustainability, we're going to see e-bikes becoming an even better choice for getting around. Whether it's smoother integration with public transport or improved manufacturing practices, things are only getting better. But there'll also be some brands that might find it tough to keep up. For those that can't adapt quickly, there's even a chance they could go under. It's a tough reality, but it's part of the shakeup as the industry evolves. But overall, it's an exciting time for anyone interested in the future of transportation. Thanks for watching. Let us know if you have any further questions or would like to share your thoughts in the comments below. And, as for everything else, don't forget to like, comment, and share. And hit the bell icon if you want more content like this on your feed.